Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Yena vrajanty agha-bhido racanānuvādāc śṛṇvanti nya-viṣayāḥ kukathā mati-ghnīḥ yastu śrutā hata-bhagair nṛbhir ātta-sārās tāṁs kṣipanty aśaraṇeṣu tamaḥsu hanta 3:15-23. Yena vrajanty agha-bhido racanānuvādāc śṛṇvanti nya-viṣayāḥ kukathā mati-ghnīḥ yastu śrutā hata-bhagair nṛbhir ātta-sārās tāṁs kṣipanty aśaraṇeṣu tamaḥsu hanta. Yena vrajanty agha-bhido racanānuvādāc śṛṇvanti nya-viṣayāḥ kukathā mati-ghnīḥ yastu śrutā hata-bhagair nṛbhir ātta-sārās tāṁs kṣipanty aśaraṇeṣu tamaḥsu hanta. So, the four Kumaras, they got the darshan of the Lord. And they're saying, Yena vrajanty agha-bhido racanānuvādāc śṛṇvanti nya-viṣayāḥ kukathā mati-ghnīḥ. Yena vrajanty, Yena, this Vaikunṭha. Yeah. Na vrajanty, who does not come towards this Vaikunṭha, agha-bhido racanānuvādāc. Agha-bhido, who is the destroyer of all the agha sins. Racanānuvādāc, descriptions. Racanānuvādāc, the writings that describe this personality, the Supreme Lord who destroys all the sins. Yeah, one who does not come towards the Supreme Personality of Godhead reciting in Vaikuṇṭha by hearing the descriptions written glorifying Him. śṛṇvanti, hearing the descriptions glorifying Him. Ye nya-viṣayāḥ kukathā mati-ghnīḥ. Nya-viṣayāḥ, the Vishayas, the topics other than those describing about the Supreme Personality of Godhead. kukathā mati-ghnīḥ. Kukathā. Kukathā is twisted desires. Twisted desires. Bad. Kukathā mati, twisted mind, bad intelligence. So, only when there is this twisted desires of something different from wanting Krishna, wanting with Krishna, being with the Lord, being in this spiritual platform, spiritual realm. The desire, the other desire, any other desire other than wanting to be in the spiritual realm by hearing about Bhagavan. Hearing about Bhagavan should be equal to the smarana of Bhagavan, which is equal to the Vaikuṇṭha, the Vaikuṇṭha consciousness. The primary requisite, chief quality of Vaikuṇṭha consciousness is no envy. Vaikuṇṭha, no anxiety, no envy. Really, this is the chief quality. The major difference between Kuṇṭha and Vaikuṇṭha is, Kuṇṭha is place filled with anxiety because of the envy. Because those who wanted to turn away from the Lord, so they can do a little controlling and rule their little kingdom. They are placed in this Kuṇṭha. So that's where the root cause, main thing is the envy. So in that's the result of hearing about Bhagavan. It's not just that, okay, I'm hearing about Krishna, okay, over. No. That hearing has to come to the smarana, remembering the Lord, so much so that the smarana is always there. That happens when one is ready to see Krishna everywhere, all the time. That will happen when there is no envy and there is willingness to serve Bhagavan. So, when somebody hears about Bhagavan, then all these things, one after the other, they come. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. All the divine qualities come. They are with the katha of Bhagavan. They are in the name of Bhagavan. And when we take a shelter of the katha and the nama, these qualities, they come. They come great ruchi for Bhagavan, fondness for Bhagavan, they come. So when this fondness is increasing to the katha, nama, which is to Bhagavan, then there is no inclination to hold that anyway. That's a lower taste. One just lets it go because Bhagavan is more ruchi, more tastier than the jada rasa, like that. So that's the potency of katha, the nama. They come. But Srila Raghunath Goswami says in his Manasiksham, when somebody experiences this envy, which is like a donkey's urine, acidic, it's just a yuck feeling. Actually, fortunate fortunate are those people who can see that as a yuck feeling, the envy. Because when somebody is not feeling that way, and they think it is natural, and they think it is good, and they continue to compete, that's what the material world is about, right? To take that feeling as is something natural, and to see that the ways and means to achieve it, that's unfortunate, very unfortunate. Taking a diseased condition to be a healthy state and keeping the boils like that within is an unfortunate thing. So yeah, when one sees and feels this yuck, envy condition, then Raghunath Goswami says, it is difficult for one's own self to get rid of it, so one should call out the generals in bhakti, the Mahabhagavatas. Then this feeling of envying will easily leave us. It is because the Mahabhagavatas, their katha, their ruchi, their vani is all filled with such a fondness for Krishna. And also it is filled with such a Tuccha feeling for anything other than love of Godhead. When they speak about this jada rasas, these Mahajanas, they just speak in such a way that it is like one feels disgusted even to have that envious feeling or any of this material rasas, because they consider that as a warm eating the stool. Any of the jada rasas, including lust, envy, any of these things, they, like Rishabhadeva, they say this is what? A hog eating this too. So they say that because they are so pure inside and so much filled with love for Krishna inside, they cannot just stand anything that is not love of Godhead. So when we hear from them, asar padega, so the preeti they have for Krishna, that will drive away the envy that one might have, like that. So call out generals in bhakti. That's what Raghunath Goswami says. So this is the spiritual realm. So Nama of the Bhagavan, Katha of the Bhagavan should take one to this place of Vaikuṇṭha. No anxiety, no envy. Yastu śṛutā hata-bhagair nṛbhir ātta-sārās tāṁs kṣipanty aśaraṇeṣu tamaḥsu hanta. So those who are hearing the topics of Vaikuṇṭha, the Lord of Vaikuṇṭha, so that is a fortunate situation, but the regrettable situation is nya-viṣayāḥ kukathā mati-ghnīḥ. When one hears anything other than the topics of Bhagavan to do, those topics to do with self-interest, material topics basically, which inflate and preserve, which inflate and preserve this false ego, ahamkara. self-centered gratification, that is kukathā mati-ghnīḥ. Bad intelligence, bad idea, bad idea. Self-centered enjoyment, bad idea, bad idea. Krishna-centered seva, good idea, good idea. Yastu śrutā hata-bhagair, nṛbhir ātta-sārās, tāṁs kṣipanty, aśaraṇeṣu tamaḥsu hanta. So in this way, aśaraṇeṣu, those who don't take shelter of your lotus feet, those who do not hear the topics of this Vaikuṇṭha, they end up not taking the shelter of the Lord and put into the darkest region of ignorance. So it's very much regrettable that unfortunate people, they don't discuss the description of Vaikuṇṭha planets. But they engage in the topics that are not worthy of hearing. Not only not worthy of hearing, but they bewilder the intelligence. Any topics other than Krishna, even these topics of those topics which are not bhakti preservation. Rest of the topics are all self-preservation. What self is there? What self has to be preserved without bhakti? Defense of this body, defense of this mind, all those. So the topics other than Krishna Bhakti, not only they are waste of time, but also they cause more bewilderment, thinking that is actually true and this is all in all. So we have to preserve this body, keep it very safe, pampered. Yeah, everything that mind says, yeah, this is true. Everything that mind says, thinks, when thinks that it is true, they just get bewildered, thinking that mental world is all in all. Very bewildering. So that's why only the topics of Krishna Katha can keep us in an unbewildered place of Vaikuṇṭha. Any other topics are not only a time waste but cause bewilderment. So hearing only the topics of Vaikuṇṭha, a place of no anxiety.